Hi, good afternoon. In the last class, we have discussed on the Exchange Warehouse Management embedded in S/4HANA. What are the today's warehouses requirements, and as well as we have discussed on the journey of the Exchange Warehouse Management, and then as it's embedded in S/4HANA 1610, and what is the reason behind why it's been embedded into the Exchange Warehouse Management? What is the reason behind SAP to come up with this move? And then we have discussed on why extended warehouse management is SAP is directly recommending to move to the extended warehouse management in the S4HANA implementations. And then we have discussed on the SAP giving the with the same license basic warehouse functions, and then we have the difference in between the advanced warehouse functions as it is having the configuration also. We'll be discussing in the configuration level again on this. Okay, and then we have discussed on the various process at the goods receipt level, unloading, put away. Okay, and then we have discussed on the goods issue level process, picking, packing, loading, and goods issue. And then we have discussed on the short picking, replenishment, and cycle counting, and the physical inventory process. Okay, and then we have discussed on the various extend warehouse management related process at the inbound delivery process, outbound delivery processing, and storage and operation physical inventory, all these things. Then we have discussed on the inbound delivery processing documents, and these are the documents which are generated while we create the inbound delivery at the extended warehouse management level, and we have seen in the system also. And then we have discussed on the inbound delivery business process and the system level, single step inbound and then the multi-step inbound processing. Okay, and then it said simple inbound and the complex inbound processing. Okay, and then we have discussed on the outbound delivery process, then we have discussed on the business process and as well as the simple outbound and the simple outbound and then the complex outbound process. Okay, we'll be discussing the outbound delivery processing today. Further to that, we'll be discussing on the data transfer methods, and then further various documents flow, how the document flow happens in the inbound delivery level and the outbound delivery level. Then we'll come to the integration of the extended warehouse management and the ERP, how the system will determine the extended warehouse management, how the deliveries will move to the extended warehouse management, and these all things we'll be discussing today. Okay, as per the outbound delivery process is concerned, we have discussed on the business process how the once the sale order is created as per the business level, we have discussed like there will be a sales team, so who will be working on the uh, with the customers, who will be discussing with the customers and continuously in touch with the business. They'll be getting the orders and then they'll be creating the sale orders. Based on the sale order, the delivery will be created. Once the delivery is created, for the delivery you will have the route. Okay, a delivery is like customer is at a certain place from for where we'll be sending the parts or material goods. Okay, so that for that particular route, particular transportation vendor or your own that means the business own vehicles will be going there. Okay, that is a route like, so that route determination will happen, that is a at the transportation management level. Okay, that doesn't have like extend warehouse management and the transportation management work in the similar way. Like once the outbound delivery is created, the data will flow to both the ends. So the transportation management can be like with the SAP, it can be, or else it is other than the SAP also. Some of the business will use the other than SAP also. In both the cases, the delivery related information will move to the transportation management. There they'll create the transportation, which transportation unit will be assigned to this particular delivery. That can be multiple levels, like a transportation unit, a complete load. Okay, you are sending a customer a complete load, that is one thing. And then we have multiple orders going in a particular particular transportation unit, that is one of the scenario. Okay, so that part will be done. Once it is done, then the once it is came to the extended warehouse management, as the business will have like So scheduled multiple deliveries, it's like we have 1,000 deliveries in a day. Okay, so they'll have all the things, and based on that one we'll have the wave management which will help the to process the multiple deliveries at once. Okay, so it means like 1,000 deliveries if I have for me today to process in the warehouse, means like each and every delivery I have to do, it will take a lot of time. It is not possible. So that multiple deliveries need to be handled. For that one, this wave management will happen at the outbound delivery level. When we come in the outbound delivery configuration and outbound delivery level, we'll have this come again. Okay, and then we have the picking bin determination. Okay, so for dispatching the goods, the first thing what we need to do, we need to pick the material. For picking the material, the important thing is like we need to see the parts where exactly it is existing. Say supposed to be we have, these are all the final bins where the parts or material is existing. Those parts or material need to be moved to here for the shipping area so that they can be loaded. So in that case, the main thing what will happen, the first thing, picking. For picking, the main thing is like source bin determination. Source where exactly that particular part or material will be is there, and the system will determine that one. From that bin to the shipping area it will be moved. Okay, once it is moved, that part will, once that is the picking bin determination, system will say this these parts or materials are available on so and so bins. Okay, then further to that, the warehouse orders will be created, means like there is a task created for from this particular source bin to the shipping area. These all parts need to be moved, that is the task. Okay, for the task, the task need to be assigned, means like somebody has to do that one, because this is a physical part, like physical execution. They have to pick physically the part and then place the part physically. So for that one, the work orders will be created. Work order is nothing but the work assignment. You can see here the work assignment. Work assignment can be done at multiple levels, to a forklift or a individual, okay, human resource. Okay, then they'll be picking is like, once the work assignment will happen, they'll go to the picking bin and then they'll scan. I have shown you last time also the scanners, how the RF scanners will be there. So this is the RF scanner. Okay, this is how it will have the scanning end here, and then it has got, you can see, a trigger kind of a thing. Okay, with this they'll scan and they'll have the confirmation. Once they have these all the buttons, and they'll have the function, it's like functional keys will be there. Okay, F1, F2, like that, the keys will be there. Once they'll press that one, it will get confirmed. Okay, so this is how the picking will happen. For example, this guy is picking from this bin. Okay, and he's picking this one, he's scanning that, and then he'll placing into the trolley. So trolleys like these things will be used in the warehouse. So here you can see, this is a manual trolley. A manual human resource is taking this one. He's placed some of the cottons on the trolley, and it can lift a pallet or some of the cottons also. Okay, and here this is a small, see, based on the weight, a human resource cannot take a huge weight, right? And the second level is like, this is the option, this is like wherein this is a forklift, wherein the resource, that means the resource is for the forklift, the operator will be there. That operator is like, he'll stand and operate this one. This kind of a machine is like stand and operate. It can lift the pallets, it can lift any of the goods which are rested on its plate, like this one. Okay, and then this is a bigger one. Okay, it can lift a heavy capacity, and it will have the wheels and the person who is sitting here. So this will look like this. Okay, you can see he is sitting here, and then he has got the mounted one leg. Okay, these are the various levels of RFs, or the work assignment will be happening to the resources. Okay, once it is done, they'll be doing the picking with the scanning handle. Once the picking is completed, then further is like, if they have received that means they have picked all the small cartons and all, they'll two levels at the pack. One is like, they'll be taking the boxes and packing, putting it into a bigger carton. That is one thing, and then further to that they can palletize that one also. So how they'll do that one packing is like, here you can see, this is how the palletization will happen. So they'll place all the small cartons into bigger carton, and then they'll place it onto a pallet, and then they'll sink wrap that one. Okay, you can see this is a sink wrap. Sink wrap is nothing but a plastic or a polythene cover which is surrounded, like it will be around the pallet, so that the cartons placed on the pallet will not move, should not move. Because if they internally they'll be moved and they'll get disturbed, the packing will get disturbed. Okay, so when it is reaching to the customer, if the packing is disturbed, then it is a big hit to the business. Maybe by physically seeing that, customer may can also reject that one. Because when we even for us also practically when we see, if you have ordered a mobile phone or a laptop, for example, those are valuable goods, right? So what happens when it has reached you, by that time the packing above that one is completely wet or something, it has got damaged at one end, or else it has got damaged at the packing is not proper. Then by seeing that only, we'll feel that the inside product is damaged, we'll return that one. Okay, that's the same thing. So that's why this packing matters a lot. Okay, so then once the packing is done, these all materials will be reached to the shipping area. Okay, so this is the shipping and staging, means like here they have reached. So here this is the shipping area, this is where they have reached. You can see the parts of material are placed here. Okay, means like further step is like to load into the transportation unit. Loading, once we complete the loading, then we'll issue the goods. Okay, this is what we'll see here. Here you can see the loading and the goods issue. This is the business process. Okay, and system level, here also in the outbound delivery level we have two level of process. One is the complex outbound and the simple outbound. Complex inbound, where is like we have the small parts or we have the parts which need to be packed or repacked. Okay, so small parts will be clubbed into a carton, and all the cartons into a pallet, and the palletization will happen. This all happens in a work center. Pack work center is nothing but a place where some human resource will be working on the packing. For the packing, what they'll have, the packing material will have. Packing material is like we have the packing material like a cartons of multiple sizes are there. It's like carton can be like 1 meter, 1 feet by 1 feet carton will be there, or else 50 centimeter by 50 centimeter, 1 meter by 1 meter carton, or else pallet is like 1 meter by 1 meter will be there, 1.25 by 1.25. Multiple kinds of pallets are there, and it is according to the products which they are dealing with the business in the business. With those materials, they'll pack the parts of material which they are sending to the customer. And then once they completed the packing, then they'll move it to the GI zone, goods issue zone. Then they'll be loaded into the transportation unit. Okay. So the next level is like we have the pallet storage. So once see simple outbound. Simple outbound is like we are directly picking the pallet, and then we are placing into the GA zone for the loading, and then it is loaded into the transport. Here it is one step only. Here we have multiple steps. Okay, these all multiple steps are there. There can be, sometimes you'll use a forklift or a human resource from here it to reach here, and then from here to here. So this is a multi-step one. Okay, we'll see in the system how it looks like. Okay, we'll see the document flow. The document flow will be like this. We have the sale order, and then the outbound delivery, and then the outbound delivery request, and outbound delivery order, and outbound. This is, as I mentioned here, we have two levels of landscapes are there. One is with the one landscape is we have with the same server, and one landscape is we have with the S4 HANA, that is embedded extended warehouse management. When it is separate server, we have this kind of a documentation. We will see in the same server we have this kind of a documentation. So the same thing last time we have discussed. We have seen the inbound delivery also as a separate box, what all the documents happening, how it is flowing, and then in the same box as embedded extend warehouse management, how it is happening. Okay, so as a separate box, what is happening? Sale order is created, outbound delivery is created at the ERP level, and then the outbound delivery request is created, and then the outbound delivery order. Here, seller, it is the same box. Here, the data need not move, like, okay, the server within the same server, it is moving. Okay, so the outbound delivery will move to the Exchange Warehouse Management and directly it create the outbound delivery order. Here you can see the simplification at the S4 HANA embedded Exchange Warehouse Management level. The outbound delivery request is completely eliminated. So you are directly able to create the outbound delivery order. That we will see in the system. I'll just open the system.
Ram,
Yeah,
one question.
yeah,
Actually, in EWM, there will be three documents. One is outbound delivery request, outbound delivery order, and after PGI, there is a outbound delivery,
yeah.
right? So that will be again eliminated in S4 HANA,
No,
outbound
we
delivery.
have
Okay,
the see here. One thing which is eliminated is like the outbound delivery request. Earlier, what is happening? We are creating the outbound delivery request first in the inbound delivery level, and then from there we are creating the outbound delivery. Okay, so order. So
okay,
first is eliminated. This one transaction is eliminated. Okay, you can see the outbound delivery order, outbound delivery order. This one is eliminated. You are directly able to create the outbound delivery order, and then further the outbound
okay,
delivery is the same. Okay, that I'll show you.
okay.
This is Exchange Warehouse Management outbound delivery order. I'm opening. With reference to a sale order, I'm opening. Okay. So we have these are the outbound deliveries which are there. Okay. I'll show you the complete flow. I'm just opening all the documents.
Okay, no problem.
See here, this is the so this is the outbound delivery which is created in the ERP. You see the number ranges. Okay. First we have the sale order. Once the sale order is created, the outbound delivery is created. This is the outbound delivery number range at the ERP level. Okay. Once it is flown to the Exchange Warehouse Management, this is the outbound delivery order number range at the Exchange Warehouse. This is flown automatically. Okay. Once it is flown automatically, it is created automatically. It's how you can. I'll show you the data. So here Here you can see once the sale order and the outbound delivery is created, a BAPI is through the BAPI it will flow to the outbound delivery, and then the outbound delivery order document is directly getting created. We are not creating the document here. The minute it is flown, it automatically created the document here. Okay, so in the outbound delivery document also we'll see how. I'm opening the VL02 VL03M. Okay, this is the outbound delivery. Okay, this outbound delivery is generated. This is the sale order document. Okay, we have the sale order document. For this sale order document, the outbound delivery is created. This is outbound delivery created. Okay, this outbound delivery is like system will pick like based on the plant and storage location combination. Okay, so outbound delivery is created. Here you see it will have the plant and storage location combination. Here you can see you have the plant and storage location. Based on this plant and storage location combination, system will pick the. We'll see this one at the integration level also. Okay, how the system will distribute. Once I'll show you the distribution status here at the outbound level. Okay, here you can see the distribution level. Based on the plant and storage location, it will pick the centralized warehouse number, and we'll have the integration. Okay, we'll have the integration configuration also. We'll discuss that one. Based on that one, system will distribute the outbound delivery. This outbound delivery is distributed. Once it is, we save the document. Once we save the document, it automatically will get distributed. Okay, system will automatically determine that this particular delivery related warehouse operations are executed at the extended warehouse management level. Okay, and it will move the data to the extended warehouse management, and once it is moved, like the minute it is moving, a BAPI is executed there. The this outbound delivery order is created. Okay, once it is order is created, this document number is created. Okay, once it is created, then further process we will do here. It is like the further, the main processes what we have here. We have the picking. So first thing we will be doing is the picking, because as in shown you in the business process document and in the flow also, the picking will happen. Picking is nothing but from the source bin to the shipping area. This the task is created, work assignment happened through the work orders, and then the we have completed, means like we have placed all the parts or material which need to be loaded at the shipping area. So then the picking is completed, then system will give the, because once we create the task here, that all will be working at the outbound delivery level. Okay, first now it's like in the process we have completed the picking. Once we have completed the picking, the next level is loading. Okay, we'll be completing the loading. We have a loading button above, we'll click on that one and loading is completed. And the next level is like goods issue. Once it is done, we have completed the goods issue. Once the goods issue is completed, then there is another document which is generated, is like the outbound delivery. Okay, that outbound delivery will be generated. I'll show you that document. This is the T code /n/scwm/fd. Once I open here, and then based on the outbound delivery order, I'll open it here. Okay, here I'll exit it. So here you can see this outbound delivery order number range, and this is the outbound delivery document. This outbound delivery, the significance of this document is like here we'll in the outbound maintaining the outbound delivery order what we have done here you can see there is the maintain outbound delivery. This document when we have seen this is the outbound delivery order. This outbound delivery order we have here. Once we execute, we have the. This is also automatically created. We are not creating. We are just maintaining. System internally creates all these things. Okay. So the outbound delivery, this transaction significance is like the mainly once we complete the picking, loading, and goods issue. Then one more thing is like we have this particular delivery is in the ad. Okay, it shows like it is in the ad. To move this one, like to move this one out of system, we have to give a confirmation with the system that this particular delivery is moved out of the warehouse. Okay, so for that one, this particular transaction we'll do that one. We'll we'll create, that means once we complete the leave yard, there is a one transaction we have a leave yard transaction is there. Once we complete the leave yard transaction, system will show that it is out of yard. Okay, so then this particular delivery is no longer in the warehouse. It system will give a message, and then this status will show that one it is out of yard. So then our part at the extended warehouse management is completed at this particular outbound delivery level. So this is the flow. So we have seen the documents. We have seen.
Ram, one question here.
Yeah,
Let's say in the embedded warehouse management system,
yeah,
I created a sales order, I created a delivery,
yeah,
and it is let's say some issue in EWM. Let's say master data has not created.
yeah.
In that case, what will happen? System creates my outbound delivery, or it will not create any delivery?
It will not create. It's
Because
like
in
yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
please.
normally nowadays that is the same which is happening. That is the biggest headache in the current system what we are having now. Okay. So as a standalone server, what is happening? We are having dealing with the two servers. ECC ERP is one of the server, and then the extended warehouse management is one of the server. So wherein we have two different teams work on the master data. Okay, mainly the origin is ECC always. Okay, so they have created the material. Okay, and then they have created the outbound delivery also for that one as they have the material. But it is not because there is a big process now in S4HANA. Will come when we come to the data transfer methods, we'll discuss that one. This particular middleware which is there as a separate server, now in S4HANA it is completely eliminated. The mass data will directly flow. Now it doesn't require the two multiple teams. Earlier, as of now, with the separate server, there are two teams are working for the master data. One team with the ECC, one team with the Exchange Warehouse Management. ECC team, that means the ERP level team, they don't know about the Exchange Warehouse Management, and the Exchange Warehouse Management team don't know about the ECC level. There is a integration model will be created. CFM1, CFM2, CFM3. These are the three transactions where there is an integration model is created. Okay, so based on that one, the data will move to the exchange warehouse management. Again, they have to create there. There are two levels. One is they have to create the global product, and then they have to create the exchange warehouse management related warehouse product. This is all the process. Once they have not informed. That means there is a particular material which is created in extend warehouse ECC, but not created in the extend warehouse management. At that time, what happens when system is trying to create the mapping? Mapping means like internally a big program is getting executed. It's check that the same product is not in the warehouse. Okay, it might be created. Say supposed to be in the same landscape. We have multiple warehouses are there. In your warehouse, it is not created. It will not create for you. Okay, the product need to be maintained, right, for that particular warehouse. Okay, so it will not create the sell out, that outbound delivery, it will not flow. Then what happens, it will be appearing in your queue. See, smq1 smq2 is there, are inbound and outbound delivery queues are there. In the outbound delivery queue, it will appear that so and so delivery is not processed. When you click on that one, it will show that this particular outbound delivery is not processed. What is the reason
Okay,
behind that?
so I can go to the queue log and I can see
Yeah, yeah,
there is an issue in
yeah.
processing. Okay, okay, yeah, fine.
Okay. So the outbound delivery, once we have completed that outbound delivery, is we have seen here sale order, we have seen the document sale order, and then we have the outbound delivery, and then once the outbound delivery is flown to the extended warehouse management, we have seen the outbound delivery order document, and then we have the outbound delivery after completion of the picking and loading and goods issue. We have the outbound delivery order. The outbound delivery is created, which is the significance with the move out of the yard. Like I mean, sir, it is out to maintain the status or to create the status that the delivery is out of the warehouse. We'll create that outbound delivery transaction. That means we'll maintain in that one. This is the document flow at the outbound delivery level. Okay, so this is the flow which we have seen in the system also. Okay, the next comes is like the same point which we are discussing now. Like this is the outbound delivery process which you have clearly seen the documents and all how it is processed. Business process we have discussed, simple and complex outbound we have discussed, and then we have seen all the documents which are created in the outbound delivery level. And further to that one is like we have the data transfer method, the same thing which we are discussing now. Okay, so as we have multiple, that means two landscapes. One is as a separate server, this is as a separate server. Okay, and s4 hana. Okay, so this is s4 hana wherein there is no core interface. cf means core interface. Here, this is the separate server. It has the ERP and then the extended warehouse management. Here, the master data moves through the core interface. Here, these are all the master data: shipping point, plant, customer, vendor. So earlier also, now in S4 HANA, the customer and vendor are created as business partner by default. Okay, okay, early. Before that also, earlier when in ERP, even now in ERP it is created as customer and vendor, but when they move to the extended warehouse management, they'll be created as the business partner only. Okay, this is the master data. This master data will move through the CAF. CAF is like the core interface. Core interface, we have these two transactions will be there. The mainly CFM1 is the main transaction. I'll just open that. This is the create the integration model. Okay, there is a model, and this is a uh, process. This is the process wherein the data from the ERP to the extended warehouse management will move. Okay, here this is a technology. CAF is a technology. It is a middleware technology which is working like with the exchange warehouse management from the beginning onwards. Okay, but there are many issues with the CA. So sometimes, even though you have created that CF integration model and all, so there is a basis involvement is also there. So when you have middleware, there are two logical systems are working. Here you can see that part. When we come to the integration, we'll very clearly discuss about the logical system. This is one logical system, treats it as one logical system, and this one logical system at QRFC also, and at the CAF level also. Okay, so the data moves in between two logical systems as created, and then the basis team involvement will be there, base related configurations will be there at QRFC level. Like as of now, in extended warehouse management, this core interface is completely eliminated. How it will happen? We once we create the material master in ECC, like in ERP, this is the same server, but we'll always talk it like it is a ERP and extended warehouse management, so that a clear idea. Okay, and as of now, SAP is also talking in the same way itself only, so that the flow need to be understood, and it is a clear understanding purpose also. So MM01, which is a transaction at the ECC, wherein we'll create the materials. Okay, once we created here, it automatically will flow to the extend warehouse management. That's the same server. Okay, as it is the same server, it is automatically will flow. We have the two levels of product creation will be there. Okay, we'll very detailedly discuss when the product will come. Okay, I'll just show you the transaction how exactly, which we'll see. So this is you all know the MM01 transaction how it is created. For us in extend warehouse management, this is easy access logistics extended warehouse management. In extend warehouse management master data, here we have the product. Okay, so here we have the two level of transactions will be there. Okay, this is a global product APO. When it called as like, even in the SCM server, because we, as we have the landscapes, like we have the extend warehouse management available with the SCM server. First when it came, came with the SCM server. From there onwards is the same transaction with the global product. It is called as a creation of the global product. Actually, this is a global product. It is called as a global data. When we call it as like, it need to be, it is like a global data. So so the global data will automatically will flow. Here we will not change anything. Everything a completely gray it will be there. Okay, even when we go to the change mode, there is no change mode for this one. It is a display or change, and you will not allow to be changed. Okay, this is the case now in S4 HANA. Okay, wherein before, what was happening is like, when MM01 is created, and then we have the transaction CFM1, through CFM1 it will be moving to the extend warehouse management. Then it's like, here we are the consultants, we will be working, even though you are in a support, even at the implementation level also, there is a master data team will be always with the business. Okay, our part is very minimum. Okay, so configuration level part only comes to us. As far as business is concerned, they'll have the master data team. Okay, business master data teams, as I mentioned, as these are two different teams, they'll have internal communication also. uh, what they have created in ECC that need to be informed to them, and then from the ECC team they have to create the integration model. Once it is flown there, then they'll be able to create this APO mat1 product slash n slash APO slash mat1. This is the same transaction. Even this is with the S4 HANA also the same transaction. Even with the extend warehouse management in the SCM server, or else extend warehouse management as a standalone server. Yeah, all the multiple landscape use the same one because there is the initial transaction which is created by SAP. Okay, and then once it is there, then they'll be able to create the global data. Once they have created the global data, then they'll be able to maintain the warehouse product for that particular warehouse. This global data is why it is called as global data, because in SCM server we have all the things. We have APO, we have EHS, we have the extended warehouse management, transportation management, multiple modules are there in that one. Even uh, so that's called as a global product. This is the same product which is created, will be used with the ABO, will be used with the transportation management, will be used with the EHS, all the modules. Okay, then once it is created, okay, in S4 HANA this is not the case. The simplification here is like in S4 HANA, the minute we have the MM01 created, there is no core interface. There is no core interface. It is directly flowing to the extend warehouse management. You will be able to directly maintain the, this is the extend warehouse management transaction slash n slash scwm slash matron. Here you are not creating the product, you are maintaining the product. There is a difference in between the creation and maintaining. Here in MM01 you are creating. Okay. Here you are maintaining in the extend warehouse management level. That related is like this is the transaction. Okay, when we come here, once we display, there are wherever like we have all the fields, all the details will be moving. We have only three tabs which we'll be able to see open. Okay, wherein we'll have the data can be placed. That means which is the warehouse related data. That data we'll discuss very detailedly about the fields which all will do, which all the required fields at this data. Okay, how it will flow on, we'll see with the material, all those things we'll do. Okay, as of now you understand the simplification which is done at the extend warehouse management embedded in S4 HANA. See that you are directly able to maintain the product. So it is a huge simplification. It saves a lot of it. It reduces a complete team itself. Now you don't require extended warehouse management mass data team itself. There is a certain number of people, like when ECC and the extended warehouse management will be done by the same people itself only. Okay, so mass data team will be given a training that this is once it is flown at the extended warehouse management level, you have to do that one. So that there is a simplification, huge simplification happen, and the major risk for extended warehouse management has been eliminated. The CAF is the major risk at the extended warehouse management level. Because of this one, there is a huge issues will be piling up. Now this for this CAF and the transactional level, inbound and outbound maintaining the queue, minimum 3 to 4 people will be there to address the issues at the extended warehouse management. The major number of issues, say for example if you have 100 issues, like I mean in the percentage level, nearly 70% of the issues are related to this CF first thing, and then related to the inbound and outbound related queues related. There's certain dedicated team will be there to monitor the queue itself. The major change which will come in the teams and alignment of the works, that means workload to the consultants at the support level, the main thing which will be like you are completely eliminated. That means as the CF is completely eliminated, that related issues are almost eliminated. You don't have that, and it is at the seamless pace. It will flow immediately. Okay, wherein we have a transit time earlier when we are creating the multiple transactions creation integration model for that one. For each part and material it need to be created, there is a multiple teams are working, those all things are eliminated. This is the biggest advantage to the business level also, and biggest advantage at the exchange warehouse management, so that multiple business will come here to the use the exchange warehouse management. Till the biggest the main backdrop for exchange warehouse management is two middlewares only, and huge data and the architecture also. ECC and exchange warehouse management, earlier we have the database is the Oracle database. The data movement is multiple, is like it's very slow. It's RDBMS which is used. wherein here it is architecture level. We have the S4 HANA. It's like we work with the HANA database. So the HANA database has got more than 10,000 to 10,000 multiples of speed than the traditional RDBMS what we are having now with the RP. Okay, so that it'll have a lot of edge with the business. Okay, so this part we have completed. At the QRFC level, also we have multiple levels we have eliminated. QRFC level is like QRFC is like we have a certain level of settings will be there as we have two systems. Okay, here we have two systems. Okay, this is a separate server, this is a separate server, but here we have the same server. Okay, for that one we have certain level of settings are there, and then certain level of creation of the logical systems, dummy logical systems at the extended warehouse management. Those all things will be there. Okay, those all things we'll be discussing, okay, at the integration level. The next part will be coming to the integration part. At the integration part we'll be discussing on the enterprise structure level, like how the structure comes, like at the ERP level, plant and storage location configuration, and then the centralized warehouse number configuration, how the centralized warehouse number is assigned to the plant and storage location combination, and how the centralized warehouse number uh, is assigned to the extended warehouse management warehouse number. Okay, and then we have other configurations which work at the integration level, how the, as we have seen, the outbound delivery flown to the extended warehouse management, what all the settings there. So how the system is allowed, that means flowing the extend warehouse manage outbound delivery to the extend warehouse management, how it is getting created, and what are the significant like impact of the configuration which allows the system to move to the extended warehouse management. That part we'll be discussing, and then we'll be seeing the, I'll show you the QRFC level settings also, and how the logical system, business system level. Okay, so this is the flow at the sale order level, and outbound delivery which is flown to the extended warehouse management, and then once we have the goods movement is there, then it will be flown to the extended warehouse ERP level. So in this class we have worked on the extended warehouse management, outbound delivery business process, and then we have seen the simple outbound and the complex outbound. Okay, and then we have seen in the system all the documents which are sale order, outbound delivery at the ERP level, and then the outbound delivery order, maintain outbound delivery order at the extended warehouse management, how it is flown to the extended warehouse management. And then we have seen the transaction, how it moves, like we have the internally picking, picking, loading, goods issue, and then once it is completed that the goods issue level, we have the outbound delivery document, that all document level we have seen. And then further we have discussed on the data transfer methods and elimination of the CAF. We have seen the I've shown you the core interface model, how it's done at the CFM1, and we have discussed about the queues, how the current scenario with the standalone server which is there as a separate server, and what all the drawbacks and what all the advantages with the S4 HANA, with coming up with the elimination of the core interface and simplification at the QRFC level. Okay, these all things we have discussed today. In the next class we will be discussing on the integration part, from ERP system to the, this is the two levels which I am creating now. That means for the understanding purpose, this is the structure at the ERP level, this is at the extended warehouse management, how both these will integrate, how the inbound delivery will flow, and how the outbound delivery will flow to the extended warehouse management. What is the impact of the configuration, which configuration impact that flow, that part we'll discuss. And further to that one, we'll be discussing on the warehouse structural elements. Various structural warehouse structural elements are there. Warehouse number, we have the storage type, storage section, storage bin. These all things we'll be discussing in the next class. Okay. Any concerns for today?
Ram, one thing,
Yeah.
when we start means doing
Can you
in the
be a bit
system,
louder?
when we start doing these things in system.
This is what I've shown you what is the flow. Okay, once we come to the next level is like in the integration level, I'll show you the configuration part, and then QRFC level settings I'll show you, and then we'll go to the configuration part. So the next class we'll work on the configuration, this one. Okay.
I am telling because it's hard to understand through the PPT or through this PDF. Because it's in
Can you be little louder? I'm not able to hear you.
I'm saying like it is hard to understand through the PDF.
See,
If you
I'm
go
showing
through this,
everywhere I'm showing the transactions. Okay, I've shown you what all we have talked in the system. I have shown you the sale order. I have shown the outbound delivery in the ERP level, outbound delivery order at the extend warehouse management, outbound delivery at the extend warehouse management. Because now we are talking about the flow. First of all, you need to understand the flow. So, okay, otherwise, because this is a very premature level, we are about the third class, like, okay. So you'll have to understand the flow of the extended warehouse management, what all the documents are generated. So that's why I have designed this course also in such a way, so that we'll have a clear understanding at the major processes like inbound delivery and outbound delivery, and then all the warehouse where movements will be there. That's why I have given you a clear idea where exactly that means how the goods issue receipt area will be there, from where how the put away will happen. These all things I've been discussing, so that you'll have a clear idea. Then we'll come to the configuration part. So as a consultant, our main part is to look at the configuration. Then I'll show you the configuration of the structure level at the ERP, where organization structure level, and then the creation of the defining the centralized warehouse, and then we have defining the extended warehouse management warehouse, how these two integrate with each other. I've been giving you a clear information at the CF level also. I have shown you the CFM and transaction, how as a separate. I've been covering not only the S4 HANA embedded extended warehouse management, I am covering the various landscapes also. I've been giving you the information about the various landscapes, how they are there. Okay, in the current scenario, in the other landscape also, like as a separate server, how data is moving. Okay, I can clearly say that this is same CF is eliminated, but I'm trying to show you where how exactly it is happening, what all kinds of issues were happening as of now, how they are piling up. Okay, how we need to create that means once the issues are there, how they will be clarified, how the teams will work. Okay, these all things information I'm giving you. Okay, so the next level is like configuration part we'll come to. Then each and every configuration we'll see, and we'll see the impact of the configuration. Then I'll show you the how the data is moving, like from extend warehouse ERP level to the extend. That is a major key at the extend warehouse management, to have a clear understanding on what is the configuration which is impacting this integration, and the QRFC settings also I'll show you. Then we'll go to the next level of configuration, warehouse structure. This is a warehouse structure. We have the warehouse number configuration, storage type configuration. These are the main key things, okay, at the configuration level. And I'll clearly explain you what is the significance. At the storage type level, we have multiple kinds of storage type. At business level, how it will be there when we go for the implementation, how it will be, and at support level, what kind of issues may come up at the storage type. These all things we'll be discussing. Okay, so we are clearly going, okay, it is a very premature level, so that we need to understand the clear processes. First you need to understand the process, terminology and the flow, so that you'll have a clear idea. When we go to the next level, integration and the configuration of the warehouse structure, various elements will be there at the structure level configuration. Once we complete that, then we'll come back to the goods receipt level configuration, and then again the inbound delivery. Okay, there we'll be discussing on the inbound delivery configuration, as well as we'll completely execute the transaction. Okay, this is the flow. Okay, and after completing the course, you'll have a clear idea. Okay, so that you try to understand what exactly is happening, just follow through this one, and you will have a clear understanding. I'm going very elaboratively. I clearly, very clearly explain you, and I'll take up all the things like what exactly is happening, how the issues are happening, how the implementation level issues will come. These all things in part and parcel kind of, I'll be coming up all those things. Okay, So you just follow that one so that you'll have a clear idea. Okay. So we'll meet in the next class. Okay. So that we'll discuss further on the integration of the integration part, and then the structural elements part we'll discuss further. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.